And welcome back to the channel. Surprise, surprise. Lockdown returns. I haven't seen a notification on my phone about an article from MSN. And man, I felt like I had to say something. Because I feel like, I don't know, we're in a dystopian sci fi movie. I mean, 1984, authoritarian, China, say where we want to say, but it's here. And it seems to be not going away for certain parts of the country. Uh, as always, if you like the content, go ahead and check out the link in the descriptions, my website, my podcast links. You can find me on Twitter at Damien_Jackson. And yeah. So you got lockdown returns. Order to stay home takes effect late Sunday night. The lockdown is back. The fact that they call it lockdown, even though this is supposed to be a public health issue, a public health crisis, that is disturbing in itself. Stay at home order. Oh, I guess that sounds a little bit nicer, but the word order also sounds bad. It's too authoritarian. It's too, hey, go do what I tell you to do. Even though you're a grown adult, even though you pay taxes, because that's the most American thing you can do is pay taxes, even though taxes is theft, but whatever. Here you are being told to stay home. you're on punishment. You're a teenage child on punishment. Hey, what are you doing? You're not allowed to go out today. You did that one thing last week. You're grounded. Stay your ass at home. Says a new stay-at-home order for the Southern California region was announced Saturday morning after COVID-19 cases surged in recent weeks. In Ventura County, the order will take effect late Sunday night as 11:59 p.m. rolls over to midnight, officials said. The state order followed a drop in capacity at hospital intensive care units. Officials have warned that if available beds drop below 15% of capacity within any of the state's 5 regions, the lockdown would be rolled out for the region, or for that region. Capacity in Southern California dipped to 13.1% Friday, the California Department of Public Health reported. So this is no longer March. We're way beyond the whole 15 days to stop the spread. We're way past the flatten the curve. We're way past the we just need to alleviate the hospital, the medical industry for the impact of which they're gonna have. That was back in March, April, May time frame. We're now in December. At this point, odds are, no matter who you are, you have came in contact with the virus by now. Like just do the simple math. There's odds are you probably already came in contact with it, whether directly or indirectly, whether passing through the air and some of the particles hit your face. I don't know. Just and we all know by now the lockdowns do not help anything. There's tons of evidence, there's tons of research, there's tons of science. Like what you always hear, the science. Well, it seems like the science is being ignored. But there's tons and tons of information that we have by now to let us know that this shit is not a good idea. And I know I had seen it on Twitter, even on Millennial Millie's YouTube page, they were doing protests in California trying to stop the lockdowns. Because you're hurting people's businesses. As you can see in the next paragraph, says the order requires closure of bars, wineries, nail and hair salons, barbershops, and other personal care services. So that essentially goes down to small businesses, local breweries, local wineries, nail and hair salons. That all these small businesses are being destroyed. They're gone. It says restaurants can operate for takeout and delivery, but indoor and outdoor dining is outdoor. You can't even eat food outside. This shit is ridiculous. You cannot eat food outside. It's a beautiful, sunshiny day in California. Nice, cool 70-degree weather in the middle of December. holiday season, you can't eat food outside. Well, I guess you can get it takeout, and then as you walk outside, eat it. I guess there's no outdoor seating there at the restaurant for you. I guess we gotta find loopholes on how we can enjoy being outside. I'm glad I don't live in California. That's all I gotta say. People can talk shit about Florida and, oh, Florida man, and you Floridians, I don't care. I'm glad I live here in Florida. I'm glad we have our governor. I'm glad that I don't necessarily like my local officials, but I'm glad we don't have these same restrictions, because these lockdowns we know are increase a rise in suicides, increasing rise in domestic violence, child abuse, addiction. You're gonna see a rise in homelessness because people are being locked out of business. People are not able to work. Once again, they're creating a state where dependency is needed, because now people are going to look for someone to help them, someone to save them. And what's the government going to come in and do? Fly in with their fucking cape and be like, look, don't worry, we're here to save you. Even though they haven't saved anyone. They haven't taken care of anybody. It says retail stores and shopping centers can stay open at 20% capacity. I guess go ahead and buy stuff online if you want to get past through that. Ventura County schools that open while the county was in the purple tier can stay open, as can K-6 schools, given a waiver to reopen. This is why? Let the people have a choice. They use emergency, public health crisis, or war, or terrorist attacks. They use these things to always put you into a mind state of fear and anxiety. So you're no longer thinking you're no longer thinking rationally. You're no longer using your logical brain. You're going off emotions. And when you go off emotions, you no longer think clearly. But enough time has happened that people, I believe, or at least I hope, are seeing that these things are not beneficial. Shutting down everything is not beneficial. It does nothing for no one. It's not going to protect you. It's not going to save you. It's not going to do anything. We already went through this. If anything, find a better way instead of saying stay at home order or lockdowns. Find something better. Find an alternative reason. I don't know. Actually ask the people that live in the state of California, because we're supposed to be a democracy and a republic. How about we actually get a feel for real people, not just your fake polls and observational statistics, but actually talk to real people and figure out what's going on, and figure out, hey, what is the best option? In fact, closing down is not a good option. Maybe we should find something else. It says non-essential travel is temporarily restricted around the state, and hotels and motels are limited to housing guests traveling for an essential purpose. So Hollywood basically gets to do wherever they want to. I think Governor Newsom said something like that. Anyways, because the entertainment industry, whoa, can't shut down the entertainment industry. But your business, your hair salon, oh yeah, we shut that shit down. Stay your ass at home. I mean, if you haven't noticed by now, I have I don't want to say a sixth sense of humor, but I laugh at a lot of things that people might find not funny. I laugh mainly because it's a lot of things are so ridiculous. A lot of things are so intrusive on people's personal rights, their own freedoms and liberties that are given to them by no one other than a supreme being, a supreme creator, or just themselves, however you want to see it. I laugh at the ridiculousness of people telling government or people that you will never talk to, that you'll never spend time with, that will never actually know your name, telling you that you can't do anything. The absurdity of that blows my mind. And all I can do is just laugh at it, because in all honesty, it's really should be something that pisses you off. That should piss everyone off. Like I said, gave them all the benefit of the doubt. I know me personally, I gave these little lockdown stuff the benefit of the doubt, even though I knew someone right about it. It was a little off. I was like, all right, well, if they're willing to shut down businesses and affect people's money, then it may be they're trying to take it seriously. Maybe they are. But when the lockdowns happened, we saw that, wait a minute, Amazon didn't shut down. Target didn't shut down. Walmart didn't shut down. McDonald's didn't shut down. Oh, just your business, your local small business, your income got affected. But corporations, big corporations, continue to go and continue to grow to unprecedented numbers where you see a complete wealth transfer occurring right before your eyes. Bye middle class, but that's not by design. That's not a Marxist agenda. Nah. Can't talk about that because that's conspiracy theories. Don't want to get stricken off the channel or get your violations on your YouTube channel and stuff. Don't want to get taken down. Don't want to be blocked from ad revenue. But somebody got to say something, man. And people are speaking. And just continue to speak out. Because this is America, right? Land of the free, supposedly. I don't know where freedom happened. Freedom seems to have been the underlining word mentioned every now and then. I don't know where you get freedom out of. But hey, we still supposed to be free. It says the lockdown for the Southern California region made up of 11 counties, including Ventura, Los Angeles, and Santa Barbara, will be in place for at least 3 weeks. So basically, we're going to lock your ass up right until Christmas. And have a happy new year, you filthy animal. Man, if there's not a mass exodus out of California, you got to be shitting me. There's no way people are actually going to stick up for this. We're talking about the holiday season. Apparently, there's already this thing called seasonal depression or whatever. Because of the holidays, because of the weather, because of, lack of sunshine, depending on where you live at. I live in Montana, and that's a real thing. You don't feel the same when you don't get as much sunshine. There's a reason why certain ancient cultures worship the sun, but it gives you energy. But you have to wonder, like, why? Why do this? Why continue to do these things? And you can't say, oh, the increase in cases. Well, cases are increasing, but guess what? Deaths aren't really increasing. They're at 200. I think I looked the other day. It was at 272,000. 272,000. I have 330 million plus people in this country. If not 350 million people in this country. 272,000. You can go look at the CDC website. You can look at their statistics, their data this year for COVID-19 and look and compare it to the numbers of deaths from other diseases. Do your own research. Because they're telling you one thing, but then the data says something else. But they're telling you that the data says this, but they're not actually showing you what the data says. And if they do show you what the data says, it's always skewed into a certain perspective that, well, supports their claim. Because data can easily be manipulated, mainly in the way that you present it. Take a college statistics class. You'll understand that. Or just use your own basic logic and reasoning skills. You'll understand that as well. Let's keep skipping down. It says public health officials worry the hospital system could be overwhelmed by a wave of COVID. I just talked about that earlier. That's the same excuse they used back in March. Same excuse. They're not even trying to come up with a new playbook. It says on Friday, a record 116 patients were hospitalized in Ventura County with complications of COVID-19, the disease caused by coronavirus. 33 of those people were being treated in an ICU. The county has recorded 188 deaths since the first case of the virus was reported in early March. Now, I should do it, but I encourage anyone and everyone who listens to this to go out and go ahead and do your own research. Look up, put these numbers into context. 116 patients were hospitalized in Ventura County. All right. Go to Ventura County's official website and look at the population number. Because if Ventura County has 100,000 plus people, what's 116 patients? How do you not know that's a normal thing if that's not already an occurrence with typical numbers or average numbers that usually happens in that area? And then 33 of those people, okay, the county has recorded 188 deaths since the first case of the virus was reported in early March. Does that not sound like a good thing? How does that not sound like a good thing? Like I said, I'm just saying low numbers of like 100,000 plus people in that county and 188 deaths from the virus. Is that not good? Like, because you hear the word death, so you think, oh, it's bad, but people are gonna die every day. That's what happens. Far as I know, we can't stop it. Far as I know, there's not too many guys walking around this planet or anybody with superhuman powers to the extent where they can save lives and stop people from dying constantly on a daily basis. Far as I know, medicine has not evolved that much where, I don't know, they have a fucking cure for anything. Vaccines all over the place, but no cures. Think about these things. Put your emotions aside. Think about it from a logical standpoint, from a rational standpoint. Put these numbers into context. Do these things actually make sense, what they say? Just think. That's all you gotta do. Just think.